What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG. I am very excited about our box opening today. Today we're going to crack open a Time Spiral Remastered Draft Booster Box. And this is an exciting moment of video because this is actually our very first viewer's choice box opening. So about a week ago, I posted a poll where I gave 4 options and I let you guys vote on and decide which box I would be opening for this particular video. Those 4 options were a Modern Horizons 1 draft box, a Time Spiral Remastered draft box, Ikoria Collector Booster Box, and a Strixhaven Collector Booster Box. And I tried to make it so that the options weren't super obvious, right? Like I didn't want it to be slanted in one direction. And actually the funny part is that the Time Spiral Box wasn't the most expensive product. So it wasn't just a matter of you guys selecting the most expensive product. In fact, that would be the Modern Horizons 1 box. Those are still running around $270, $280. The Collector Booster Box for Ikoria and the Time Spiral Box, TSR, are running neck and neck right around $250. And then that Strixhaven Collector Booster Box was kind of like the dark horse here. It's running around $215 for one of those. But with almost 37% of the vote, the Time Spiral Remastered Box was the winner. And listen, you don't have to tell me twice. I absolutely love this product. This is one of my favorite products in really since I came back to Magic in 2019, early 2019. This is probably my most favorite product. It has a lot of nostalgia there for me. I've done a lot of talking. I'm just going to be quiet. Let's open up some packs. We'll talk a little bit about this product, and hopefully we have a great opening. And with that being said, let's do what we do. Let's crack some packs. So as I kind of mentioned, the current market value of one of these sealed boxes is running right around $250. That's actually a pretty good spot. It's down from its high. I mean, at high it was like $330, but I think that has a lot to do with just the current economy, current state of Magic. There's a lot of products that are soft in market right now. I think that's pretty universal. Now, as I was kind of preparing to do this opening, I was researching some pricing, and the interesting part is the retro frames. These piles are definitely uneven, so I'm gonna try and even them up, but they won't be in the exact order they were pulled out of the box. The value in these packs is obviously in the retro frame borders, the time shifted cards. You're averaging about 1 foil retro frame or a time shifted card per box. Hopefully we see at least one of those. I've had box openings that were multiple, and I don't even want to say it out loud, but I've seen box openings that had none. But that's really the big push in these boxes is those retro frame time shifted cards. Those have a really nice premium on them. All right, Phantom Worm, Crows and Grip, and our first rare is going to be Magus of the Future. Nothing to write home about there, but our first time shifted card is going to be all right, Arcades the Strategist. So one of the things I would point out is that there's roughly 120 something, let's call it 122, 123 different time-shifted cards. They all carry technically the same rarity to them. So I am just as likely to open a Chalice of the Void as an Arcades the Strategist. There is no different mythic or rarity levels that I'm aware of on these cards. And the time-shifted cards are actually starting to make a nice little push upwards. There's a lot of them that have some decent hidden value to them at $3, $4, $5, $6 now. So you don't have to hit just the big ones in order to actually have get value out of your box. And now that these boxes are sitting around $250 and we're seeing the singles tick up, that's a really good thing. I think there's a lot of, I guess I'll say, hidden value in these boxes now. All right, we got Might Sliver, Enslave, Clockwork Hydra, and our next rare is going to be Sengir Nosferatu. All right, not a ton of value there. Really cool, fun card. And our next time-shifted card is going to be a Treasure Cruise. Actually, always a good one. This is a fun card, and I'm not quite sure on... Ooh, I saw a foil. There's something back there still. Hold on, we're not done yet. It's a foil rare. It is Jaya Ballard. Okay, cool. Probably not going to be like a super valuable foil rare. You're usually averaging about 1 or 2 per box. That's not going to be the most valuable one, but it's not a bad one. And one thing I will point out is that even though these Time Spiral Remastered boxes are during the Collector Booster Box era, they themselves do not have a Collector Booster Box product. So it is only draft boxes, and you're averaging only a limited number of foils per box. So one of the things I say is when these boxes have some good hidden value, pay attention if you're opening these to your foils. There are a lot of foils, even at the common and uncommon level, that now have a really nice multiplier because you're only getting a handful of foils per box. And that does make them pretty rare. Some of these pretty rare. There are uncommon foils that are $5, even $10 now. All right. Let's see here. Lost Oromancers. Sure. Lotus Bloom. Very nice. Not going to be a super valuable card. It's probably between $1 or $2, but it's a really rare that is nostalgic to me. I always like it, so I'm going to put it up top. And then our next up is Prized Amalgam, which is going to be our time-shifted card. Probably not a ton of value there, but a fun time-shifted card. There's actually even a foil common. I think it's Dead and Gone. A foil common in this product that is, I think those are $10. So, and I know there's multiple uncommons that are at the foil level that are probably pushing $5, $10 as well. So if you are opening this product, I know that pack foils kind of seem like a throwaway nowadays. Pay attention to those because there's actually some really good hidden value in the foils in this product because there is no collector version of it. All right, Arcblade, Shivan Meteor, and our next rare is going to be a Greater Gargadon, kind of a womp womp rare. Seen a bunch of reprints. I think this is even double masters. And our next, what is this? Waste. Hey, Waste. That's cool. That's going to be a really good one. This is probably sitting around $3 or $4 as a nice time-shifted card. We'll throw that up top. Let me get these tokens out of the way because I have a feeling I'm going to need all the space I can get. Okay, or at least I hope I do. All right. No Mythics yet. Mythics are very top-heavy. So there's, I think, 15 Mythics in this product. And there's some real swing and miss there. I think 5 of those Mythics, or 4 of those Mythics are under $2. Not great. But then you also have a couple of really nice hits up at the top of that Mythic curve. All right, Riptide Pilferer. Dread Return. Rare is going to be Sarah Avenger. A really iconic card, not carrying a ton of value, but it's still a really iconic card. I like the card. I like the art. And Monastery Swiftspear. I've done that so many times now. Monastery Swiftspear. This retro frame version, time-shifted version, is still carrying really good value. I think this card's actually between $4 and $5. So not bad there. We've got a foil uncommon. It is Brine Elemental. I don't think this is one of the more valuable foil cards that you can get as far as like an uncommon, but a foil uncommon nonetheless. All right, let me straighten up some piles here real quick. All right, cool. I'm going to kind of pick it up a little bit. The big hits, and I mentioned that right now current box value is around $250. The crazy thing is that there are a handful of hits in this product that outright pay for the box as far as foil versions of time-shifted cards. All right, Paradise Plume, Felon of Havenwood, and time-shifted card is going to be Rakdos Charm. This card is actually shot up as well. This retro frame time-shifted version, I think it's right around $6 now. Pretty good. And a Cloud Sprite token. You can see how much already, though, just in these $3 plus. The Treasure Cruise might not be there. I can't remember offhand, but quite confident on the other ones being over $3 as of the filming of this video. Again, a lot of just hidden value in just those normal time-shifted cards. Yeah, I mean, Live in the Dream would be foil Thoughtseize, foil Ponder, or foil Yawgmoth. All of those carrying over $200 in value. And I actually think the Yawgmoth is pushing $275, which outright pays for the box. Pretty good playable rare here, reiterate. I'm not sure, this might be hovering right around that $3 mark. This card was, before the reprint, was actually spiking pretty hard. Ooh, Silence, very nice. Actually, again, a very solid time-shifted card. The non-foil version of this is probably, I want to say, around $5 or $6. White Mane Lion, not a bad common foil to get as well. Might not be one of those more valuable ones, but might actually be a couple bucks as well. So foil White Mane Lion, very nice. Retro frame foil is definitely where it's at. Those can really make or break a box. As I mentioned, I mean, I think Yawgmoth, like I said, is $275. I want to say Ponder is like $250. Thoughtseize like $225 if you happen to hit a foil retro frame version of those. Chalice of the Void, I think, is pushing $200. So there are several potential hits that outright pay for the box. Rebuff the Wicked, if you actually happen to pull that in a foil version, I think this is an uncommon foil. It's like $11 now. Ooh, we have our first Mythic. What is this? Is this Damnation? It sure is. Very, very nice. Excuse me. I am never sad about seeing a Damnation. I know it's been reprinted in Double Masters and it was reprinted at the rare level, and this is the mythic level. But just a card I feel like is really iconic. It's Black Wrath of God. I remember how excited I was when this card came out in Planar Chaos. So I'm not unhappy with that, and this is probably still, even now after the reprint, probably between $13 and $15. So not bad at all. And True Name Nemesis. This card is actually going to be, I'm quite confident it's going to go up there in that $3 plus pile. A very, very cool card. If you haven't ever actually interacted with that card before, it really takes you by surprise. You're like, protection from what? Chosen Player? Wouldn't mind seeing a foil version of that card, I'll say that. All right, next pack up, as we're kind of wrapping up our first pile, our first column here. Outrider Encore, our Necrotic Sliver. A lot of Sliver presence in this set as a remastered set. Aeon Chronicler. Not going to be a ton of value there. That's okay, though. And Alicia, Who Smiles at Death. And also not going to be one of the more valuable time-shifted cards. But I think just a card that's seen a lot of reprints, and that's probably one of those things. No doubt, like, maybe I'll stop short of saying iconic, but I think a very recognizable card with Alicia that Smiles at Death. Okay. We're one mythic in, and that is one of by the way, that is one of the better mythics we could have hoped for, so not upset with the damnation. I'll say that. Riftwing Cloudskate, Utopia Mycon, Urza's Factory, and next rare up is going to be Draining Whelk. Super cool card. A little on the pricey side as far as mana value is concerned. And, ooh, Shriekmaw. Hey, very cool. I love me some Shriekmaw. Not bad at all. I don't think this card is going to quite make that $3 pile. I'm going to take a chance and say it's down here, but a very good card. It looks really good in that retro border. I think a lot of the black cards look good in those with that retro frame especially. And I'm certainly not unhappy with pulling that card. Okay. Keen Sense. There's another uncommon we would not mind seeing in a foil version. All right, Storm Entity. Rare is going to be Felonite Hermit. And our time-shifted card is going to be, what is this? Evolutionary Leap. Not one of the more sought after. Again, looks really good in that retro frame, though. Not bad at all. All right, our last pack of the first column. We have hit one mythic. We've had a couple of solid rares, but as I suspected, a lot of our value thus far has come from those time-shifted slots. Usually you're good for about 4 mythics per box. Sometimes a little more. Stronghold Rats. Street Wraith, very nice. Good uncommon just by itself, and the non-foil version is probably a couple of dollars, so not a bad place to be. And Sedge Liver is our rare. Okay, not bad, not bad. And our time-shifted card is going to be a Sigil of the Empty Throne. Very cool. Not super valuable, but again, a very playable card. I run that card in a couple of, at least one commander deck. All right, we are now on to our second column here. Grave Scrabbler, Thick-Skinned Goblin, Mire Boa, Dreadship Reef, and our rare is going to be a Boom and Bust. Very nice. This is not like a super valuable card, but I love me some land destruction. I know, I'm a monster. And I've always had a soft spot for this card as a result of my love of land destruction. So that's fine. Boom and Bust. And then we've got a Sanguine Bond. Very cool. Very nice hit right there coming out of that time shifted. We'll go ahead and put that up top. I'm not quite sure what the value is on that one offhand. But a good card. Good solid card. All right. Venturing forward. We actually really haven't, again, we're kind of mythic light at this point. We haven't hit any of the big stuff. Aven Mind Sensor. So a lot of opportunities still left in this box. Crows and Grip again. Drownu the Lich Lord. Time-shifted card is going to be a Paradoxical Outcome. Okay. All right. Fun. And we do have, looks like, what is this? Containment Priest. Very nice. Man, that is a retro frame foil Containment Priest. Beautiful card. Excellent pull right there. I'm not quite sure. I know this obviously isn't one of the top ones, and after the reprint, I think it was in Core 2021, kind of sank in value, but Beautiful looking card. And again, I've seen boxes that don't have any retro frame foils, so I'm not going to pretend to be upset about having one. And we're early enough in the box where maybe there's an opportunity for a second, but for the moment, let's just be happy with this Containment Priest retro frame. Loved foil time shifted. Never sad about that. Okay. And, you know, I mean, again, I'm not quite sure on the value of the Containment Priest. But there's definitely some of those that are, you know, as much as they are rare. Oh, our second mythic of the box is going to be a Restore Balance. I skipped all the way to the mythics, to the rare slots, and it was a Restore Balance. Unfortunately, this is one of the Womp Womp mythics. It's probably under $1. A card that I've always liked, but again, it just doesn't have a lot of value to it. So it is our second mythic, and a Felden of the Third Path as our time shifted card for this particular pack. Fun card. Running that in a Reanimator deck. Love it. You know, there are some misses with the you know, as much as there's some really good top end value with those retro frame foils, there's a lot of them that are just kind of in that middle and don't carry a ton of value. Be curious to see where that Containment Priest kind of falls within that. All right, Tromp the Domains, Cautery Sliver, Primal Force Mage, and a rare is going to be a Venser Shaper Savant. Venser is always around like $1 or so, never like a huge value, but also feel like this is card like you're never really disappointed about pulling either. And then we got ourselves a Leveler after that. Donate that card to somebody else. Here you go, opponent. Have my Leveler. Okay. We're approaching the halfway point in the box. I will say that we've got a lot of good, solid mid value, but we haven't hit anything top end. But we do have a retro frame time-shifted foil, so that's cool. Dune Rider Outlaw. Pongify. I think it's uncommon. It's just normal. The non-foil version is still carrying value. It's like $3 or $4. Dormant Sliver. And the rare is going to be Dryad Arbor. Cool. I'm going to put this up there. This used to be a super valuable card. This is probably still hanging around $3 or $4 would be my guess. And then Epic Experiment as our time-shifted card. Right. I've mentioned that this product has a lot of nostalgia for me. I played a ton of Magic from probably 05 through 2010, or right around the beginning of 2010. And so the Time Spiral block is just, it's a bread and butter for me. I really love Time Spiral, Plane of Chaos, and Future Sight. All right. Teleria West, very nice. Probably a couple of dollars, maybe $2 to $3 would be my guess. But a very playable card. Tide Hollow Sculler, man, this card used to be kind of an it card as far as a card that was seeing a ton of play. When that card first came out, it saw a pretty good amount of play. All right, we are about halfway through the box. As I mentioned, we have a lot of like $3, $4 value cards, which is fine, but we're going to need some help. The Damnation doesn't hurt, but we would love to see like a Chalice of the Void or Yawgmoth or Gemstone Caverns, something along those lines. Thoughtseize would be awesome. All right, Scrib Ranger, Time Bender, and our rare is going to be a Angel of Salvation, big beefy Angel of Salvation. Time shifted card is going to be Crystal Shard. Okay, all right. Oh, foil Crozen Grip. Actually, as far as a foil uncommon is concerned, this is not a bad one to have picked up. So I'm going to guess this is as a foil uncommon. I might have said time shifter a second ago. Foil uncommon. It might still be like a $3 or $4 card. Crozen Grip, a very good playable enchantment artifact removal. Not bad. All right. Griffin Guide. Sudden Shock. Fungal Reaches. Magus of the Moon. Very nice. This is the kind of rare that we'd like to see. I think Magus of the Moon is right around $7 or $8, up to $7 or $8 at this point. So that is actually a pretty good hit for us. Pretty spicy hit, especially out of that rare slot. And our time-shifted card is going to be a Disdainful Stroke. Cool looking. Sunlance. Hey, foil common Sunlance. That's fun. That's fun. Okay, Magus of the Moon is a pretty nice hit there. Not bad at all. So right now, I would say the Our peak pulls are the Damnation. I'm going to guess Containment Priest. I mean, I'm going to be happy with any retro frame, any time-shifted foil I'm excited about. So that is cool. Magnus of the Moon is going to be up there. All right, Yixid Jailer, Faceless Devourer, and Calciform Pools. And our rare or mythic is going to be, we got a mythic. What is this? It's a Chroma. I have a soft spot for this card. Unfortunately, this card is not going to be one of the more valuable mythics. It's less than $1 last time I checked. But I have always had a soft spot for this card, so I'm quite happy with it. But unfortunately, value-wise, not doing a ton for us. Field of Ruin, very nice. I'm going to put this up there. This might be hovering right around that $3 mark as a time-shifted card. So we got our third mythic of the box. As I mentioned, there are probably 4 mythics that are under $1 of the 15 in the set, and we've hit 2 of them. But Damnation is not bad. Should be at least on average 1 more mythic, and 5 mythic boxes is not off the table. All right, we've got Pendelhaven Elder, Joda's Avenger, Might of Old Krosa, and our mythic or rare is going to be a Sedge Sliver. That is our second Sedge Sliver of the box. That's interesting. Okay. And our time-shifted card is going to be Laboratory Maniac. Laboratory Maniac is probably going to find itself in that $3 plus slot. Really good playable time-shifted card. Ooh, and a second foil rare Sengir Nosferatu. Not going to be one of the more valuable ones, but really good in like a limited format. If you were drafting this product, this would be a card I'd love to see. So we have a foil Jaya Ballard, a foil Sengir Nosferatu as 2 foil rares. Again, unfortunately, those aren't going to be the more valuable rares that you want to see, but if you were opening this product, definitely pay attention to the multiplier on the foils, because even at the foil rare, again, just reminding you, like, there's no collector box version of this product. So foils actually do carry a nice little premium, either on rares, commons, and uncommons as well. All right, Celestial Crusader, Haze of Rage. Rare or mythic is going to be a Walk the Eons, a card that I like. Taking turns is fun. Not going to be one of the more valuable cards, but a fun card nonetheless. Our time-shifted card is going to be Relentless Rats. Good old Relentless Rats. I always have a soft spot for those cards that kind of break the rule of 4, where you can have as many copies as you want in your deck, or more than 4. Relentless Rats. And that might be one of those cards that is right around the $2, $3 mark. It might even be above 3. I don't recall offhand, but good card. All right, Skittering Monstrosity. This is our last pack of that middle column. Spellburst, Firewake Sliver, and rare is going to be a Porphyro Nodes. Avoid the nodes. Okay. Time-shifted card is going to be Read the Bones. Good, solid time-shifted card. Might even be up here. I might be wrong about that, but not bad as far as a playable time-shifted card is concerned. All right, last column. A longer video, I do apologize. Kind of enjoying myself here, but not kind of. I'm really enjoying myself because I really love the product. All right, Lightning Axe, Big Game Hunter, Clockwork Hydra, Fungus Sliver, and time-shifted card is going to be, ooh, Primeval Titan. Nice. Would love to see that in a time-shifted, huh? We got Rift Elemental. Cool, so we got a foil common behind it. Nice. Primeval Titan, man, if that card wasn't, banned in a lot of different places, that card would be even more valuable. As it stands, good old Prime Time is still, I would say, around $5 would be my guess. And that retro frame, that time-shifted border. All right. Next up, we have Phythesis. We've got Prodigal Pyromancer, good old Red Timmy, Whipspine Drake, and our rare is going to be Life and Limb. And a Zealous Conscripts as the time-shifted card for the pack, and a foil Primal Plasma behind that. Not going to be, it's a foil common, not going to be one of those more valuable ones. Okay, I will say this. I'm going to be honest, we need some help. We're a little bit behind on the scoreboard since we whiffed on our last couple of mythics. We do have some good quality, a good assortment of rares, but we were missing something like really top end to really help us put this box over the top here. So, Mystical Teachings, Griffin Guide, Dread Return, and our rare or mythic is going to be Kerkeep. That's probably not going to be the thing we were looking for. Fun land, though. Nice little legendary land. And a Temur Ascendancy. Okay. Time Shifted Teamer Ascendancy. This is probably around $5 would be my guess. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I would say right around $5. Not bad. Again, just a lot of hidden value, you know, in this as far as like, hey, a lot of $3, $4, $5, $6 cards. But again, what we really want is we need something kind of top end. We haven't really hit anything like, I mean, I think that Damnation is, or depending on what that Containment Priest is, that Damnation is probably the most valuable card we've pulled, and that's only at 13, 15 bucks. All right, Urza's Factory. We have a rare. It is Swarmyard. Very playable rare, you know, around that kind of deck, and a card that is kind of slowly creeping its way back up. This card was super valuable before the reprint. It's right sitting around $5 now. And then Dreadhorde Arcanist as the time-shifted card. That card used to be super powerful as well, or super expensive as well. Was seeing, I think it was Legacy, a bunch of Legacy play for a while. All right. Good solid value. Missing something top end. Let's see something top end. All right, Premature Burial. Brine Elemental. Lost Oromancers. Rare is going to be another Sarah Avenger. That is our second Sarah Avenger. So we've had a couple duplicate rares. I think it was Sedge Sliver and Sarah Avenger. So weird. Fibblethip. He's lost. He's found his way into our packs, though. Good old Fibblethip. And we have a foil uncommon. It is Celt Blast. Okay. Kind of cool. Little on the pricey side as far as mana cost is concerned. But a foil uncommon. All right, what do we have left here? We have, looks like 6 or 7 packs left. We should be good for at least one more Mythic. If we're super lucky, maybe, just maybe, there's another retro frame foil in here. All right, Halberdier. Dusk Rider. All right, we've got our thick-skinned Gobbo. Mycon or Mythic. We've got a Living End. Hey, there we go. Needed something else out of that Mythic slot to help us out. Living End, very playable. Obviously, super good modern card. Decks built around it. And this is probably, I want to say around $8 to $10 would be my guess. Secret Plans, very much a womp time-shifted card, but Living End does give us a 4th Mythic, and we kind of have 2 on the sides of the fence value-wise. We didn't hit anything top-end there. We have 2 that are more desirable, and then 2, at least from a value standpoint, that are, we'll call it less desirable. All right, Saltfield Recluse, Stronghold Rats, Paradise Plume, and, oh, we have another Mythic? What is this? Oh, that's Kravex. Ascendant Hero. Unfortunately, this falls into that less than the dollar. There's 4 Mythics in this set that are less than $1, and we've hit 3 of them. Kravex is Ascendant Hero. It's a fun card. It's just not a valuable card. And then Sorcerer's Spyglass is a time-shifted card, and we have a foil combo behind that. It's a Sliver, though. Not bad. Might actually just have some secondary value just being a foil Sliver. All right. So now that we're at 5 Mythics, I'm not as hopeful about us landing another Mythic, and we kind of whiffed there in most of those. So it would be really nice to pull something else as far as a big hit out of the time-shifted slot. All right, Firemaw Kavu, Storm Entity. Rare is going to be a Coalition Relic. Okay, good solid rare. I'm going to say this is probably around, I don't know, maybe $3. It's not, used to be a really big mana rock. Leyline of the Void. Hey, there we go. Okay, that's a very solid time-shifted card. Maybe this is around $8 would be my guess. That's not bad, though. Not bad at all. It'll be very interesting to see because I don't, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think we're doing well on this box. But when we start adding in all these $3 plus cards, I'll be kind of interested to see where we end up. We might end up being a little bit better off than I think right now, but right now we're definitely on behind on the scoreboard. All right, Dread Ship Reef. Rare is going to be a Vesuvan Shapeshifter, and our time-shifted card is going to be a Thraben Inspector. We have 3 packs left. I'll stop short of saying we desperately need something, but we do need some help. We do need some help. All right, here we go. Basalt Gargoyle. Another Street Wraith. Cool. Another Whipspine Drake. And rare is going to be another. That's our second Aeon Chronicler. A lot of weird duplication. Hey, Ancient Den. Cool. Time-shifted Ancient Den. Artifact lands. I don't think that's going to be super valuable, but good fun card. Wear allowed. Played. Okay. Here we go. Last 2 packs here. We're going to wrap this thing up here. Cloudscape. Get this. Necrotic Sliver. Rare is going to be a Mangara of Corondor. And a Dismember. Dismember is probably about $4. Very playable card. Solid. Last pack. Last pack of the box here. Anything left? Any last pack magic here? All right, Mirebo. Pongify. Good uncommon. Mycologist. Rare is going to be a Cloud Key. All right. I think Cloud Key is like $5. And a Reclamation Sage to end us. Okay, well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This was not a super high-end Time Spiral box, but you know what? I'm also never sad about opening one of these TSR boxes. Just so much fun. A lot of nostalgia. Love it. We did hit a Containment Priest, so I know we're at a long video here. I appreciate you guys. This is our very first Viewer's Choice box opening, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button for me. If you're not already subscribed, hit the like button for me, and by all means, drop me some comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Be well, everybody.